Alright guys, it's Thursday. We're wrapping up practice right now. Minis are on track for the final session right before qualifying. Today's been pretty interesting. The track dried out, people were getting dry sessions, and right before Super Rok was about to go out, rain started dumping. The track's still wet, but man, it might be dry for qualifying. I see a dry line starting to form. So in a couple of the groups, it's going to be interesting to see who chooses what tires. We'll update you that later in the vlog. But as I discussed yesterday, we're going to give you a quick little look into one of the most exclusive areas in any paddock in karting. It's the OTK Tony Kart Hospitality. It's where breakfast, lunch, dinner is served for the official race team. So we'll come in here, have a look. As you can see behind me, here we go. Beautiful setup. So in about 30 minutes, I think it opens up. We got a cooler here. A little bit of vino. A little bit of Coke, Fanta. You got your waters. You got a couple fruit juices. Looks like they haven't lined up the pasta. So they always have a little bit of pasta, a little bit of meat. Looks like we have maybe some chicken. No, there's the chicken. So the other one, I don't know what that is, but it's really good. A little enchilada, and then they have a couple little side items. So it looks like we have some squash, some tomatoes, some potatoes, cheese. Of course, you got your breadsticks. Move down here to the other end. Another cooler, the exact same stuff in there. Of course, the espresso machine. I'll be hitting that after lunch. Some fruit, and then a little bit of dessert here. And of course, our favorite, Nutella. I usually put those on the bananas. So we'll walk back up here. We have a TV. Usually the races are on live timing. If there's a Formula 1 race, sometimes they'll have that on. But what's really cool is they have a full kitchen staff that prepares all the meals. And during the official race weekends, they actually have a specific diet for the drivers. Not all the drivers stick to it, but I know from speaking that Mark Artigo sticks to this diet so that he's always primed and ready, and of course that's helped him win multiple world championships. So we'll have a look up here just briefly. And as you can see, this is top notch. I mean, this is stuff you see on at the Tour de France. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. So it looks like we have a couple different pasta sauces being made today. Perfect. Super clean, typical Tony Kart setup. So there you guys go. I mean, it's like I said, this is a place that pretty much only official team members and invited guests get to eat during these events. It's pretty incredible. The food is absolutely amazing. Every day it's a little bit different. So hope you guys enjoyed that little exclusive look. Well guys, we are done with the first official day of racing. Qualifying is done, heat races are done except for Shifter Rok and also Super Rok. I'm here with Ian Silvestrin, the official announcer for the Rock Cup USA. You've also heard him pretty much every WSK promoted series you'll hear on the live broadcasts. A great day today, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, once the rain eased up, we had qualifying start on a wet track here at South Garda, the first 2 or 3 sessions, but after that the track dried. 360 cuts. It's a massive event. It gets bigger and better every year, Chris.
Yeah, the Mini Rok category had 4 heats today. That's the largest category today. We had a mixed bag with the North American state throughout all the categories. Some of the top qualifiers, Ryan Norberg, 10th overall in Super Rok, has almost 1 or 2 days on a front brake in the DBS engine before this event, and he's top 10. Most of these guys have been on it all year. In the mini category itself, Jak Crawford, 3rd overall, a great result. He obviously was here last week, so he has a lot of experience. The Bennick boys are up front with Johnny Edgar. Lachlan DeFrancisco was up front in qualifying, but unfortunately was disqualified due to a problem in tech, so he's coming through the field. Luca Mars, also a bad qualifying position, but he came up through nicely in his heat races. Those guys are looking, if they can keep it clean in the heat races, they'll have a chance to move on through the pre-final and hopefully the final.
Yeah, Chris, the Bennick karts from the US, they've been really impressive, particularly in the mini class. How about Jak Crawford from Texas? He's been an absolute revelation. 4 days ago, he was racing the Bridgestone Super Cup, his first time at Garda. He was leading the heats. 116 Mini Rok drivers from every populated continent on Earth. He's been absolutely sensational.
He has. Now, looking at a couple of the other categories, we mentioned Ryan Norberg in the Super Rok category. Unfortunately, both Jake Craig, he had a loose wheel. He's going to have to start last. It's going to be a tough one for him. Also, Kyle Kirkwood didn't get the most out of the kart. He was kind of around the top 5 in his group, and then right at the end, a couple of guys nicked him. I think he was 9th or 10th in his group, just putting him closer to the 20th. I don't know where he was overall. In the Junior Rok category, the North Americans are struggling quite a bit. We don't really have anyone up front. Most of them, I think all of them were outside the top 30. Hopefully tomorrow, after they get through some more of these heat races, they can move up a little bit further. I know Matias Ramirez from OGP had a good heat race, moved up a little bit, but other than that, he was about the only one that had a good showing in that first heat race.
Yeah, a lot of the juniors racing the Junior Rok class, they're acclimatised racers. They've been racing the Euro champs in KF Junior, and they're going to be hard to beat to knock the Europeans off the top spot. But still, there's a long way to go. We've got a lot of heat racing tomorrow, the pre-finals and then the finals on Saturday afternoon here at South Garda Karting.
Thanks for watching, guys. Tomorrow there is a chance of rain. We could see the warm-ups in the rain and maybe even a heat race or two, but then it's supposed to dry up. As you can see, the sun is finally out. A little bit of cloud cover, but we did get to see the sun today. As you can see, the sweatshirt's off, which is finally nice. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.